can't find nothing on the radio.
You ready, Steve?
Welcome to Songology. He's Bruce.
He's Richard.
And this is another episode from our Song of the Day archives.
Enjoy.
Welcome back, Bruce. Song of the Day. It's St. Paddy's Day. What's your choice for today?
Well, I know that you have played Eirne.
Yes.
And Eirne's Irish, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not playing Eirne.
Okay.
Because
we've talked a lot about bands we're not playing this week.
Well, I just like to mess with you, right? Well, you've played Eirne before, but it's high time that you spent some time with the rest of the family.
Oh.
Because Eirne is not even close to the only musical member of the Brennan family.
The Brennan family.
Indeed, her older sister Moya, her older brothers Kieran and Paul, and their uncles, who are twins, Noel and Padraig Dugan, all formed the band Clannad in northwest Ireland quite a number of years ago.
Sounds like you'd have a good song with them just saying their names, putting a little bit of music on there, and you're done.
Well, this is better yet. I'm going to give you a song in Irish.
Oh.
Because
okay.
Why not? I mean, I gave you, back when we were fooling around with Scotland last fall, I gave you a song in Scottish Gaelic, right?
Yeah.
And so it is only fair to give equal time to the Irish.
Well, with your background, I could accuse you of
indeed,
favoritism, but yeah, we can do that.
This is the land of my forefathers.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I lied. I don't have forefathers. I only have the one.
Okay. And you were all kicked
Thank
out of the country
much.
during the potato famine.
Thank you very much. I'm here all So, yeah, these guys got together as musicians and recorded their first album back in as far as 1973. The Brennans, then their uncles, that is, Clannad. And what they did basically was they used to sing in the family pub, which was way the heck and gone out in some remote corner of Ireland, exactly where I can't tell you. But they sang and they harmonized together, and they really loved the music of Ireland and all the traditional old songs. What they started to do, which at the time was a little bit controversial in their local area, was they started gathering up as many old folk songs as they could get, but they would add new arrangements.
Oh, okay.
Or, at times, just add music, because some of them never really were performed with music. They were just strictly vocal. So this was a bit of a controversial move amongst the Irish music purists. Right. Didn't think you should mess with the old songs and so forth. But the Brennans persisted. They thought they were onto something. And they did have some success. Now, they really broke out and became a little more famous in about 82. They were tapped for a TV show called Harry's Game, and it was a show in the UK somewhere. And that was a big hit for them. They were then called in, okay, yeah, we want to play all your music, appear on all the programs, et cetera, et cetera. And that really gave a boost to their recording career. But in the late 70s, younger sister Eirne did play with Clannad. She was piano and harmony vocals. She was on just 2 of their albums in the late 70s and then left to sort of go solo and has had a fair bit of success, I'm given to understand. So the song that I have for you, now brace yourself, because, and particularly I ask, we have any of our loyal 17 listeners who actually speak Irish? I'm sorry from what I'm about to do because I cannot pronounce Irish to save my life. So I'm going to give it my best shot. The song is called Buachaill on Eirne, and which, if you were to translate it, it would be something along the lines of Boy from the Eirne. It's an old song. It goes back to, it's just, the origins are disputed, but it goes back to at least the early 1800s. The River Eirne is in the northwest of Ireland, so it's appropriate for Clannad because that's their part of the world. And it's a river that goes about, well, the internet tells me that it goes 64 miles through a series of lakes in County Fermanagh and goes to the sea at Ballyshannon in County Donegal. So there's your Irish geography lesson.
Okay.
All around this area is a whole bunch of ancient ruins, both Christian and pre-Christian, and one of the largest stone crosses in Ireland is right near this river. So this particular song has actually been covered by quite a number of people. It is entirely in Irish. And I say Irish deliberately. I'm going to give you some obscure Irish facts if you will bear with me. Because I found out, in looking into this, that the name of the language is actually Irish. I always thought it was Gaelic. And it is referred to as Irish Gaelic from time to time, often to differentiate it from Scots Gaelic, which is a related but different language. Apparently, if you know how to speak it, which I don't, the name for the language in the Irish language is Irish. So they don't call it Gaelic, they call it Irish.
Yeah.
Obscure fact, there is no word for yes or no in Irish.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you have to communicate the positive or the negative, you have to use kind of the verb form. In other words, so if somebody asks you, well, did you sell your van? The response would be, I sold my van, or I didn't sell my van.
Right.
Not
Yep.
yes or no, right?
Yep. Yep.
The word order in Irish when you're speaking Irish is verb, subject, object.
Okay.
And so that means instead of saying, I saw a dog, you would say, saw I a dog,
Uh-huh.
right? And that word order, according to the internet and everything on the internet is true, right? Only 9% of the world's languages use this structure.
Huh.
The words for numbers depend on whether you're counting humans or non-humans.
Uh-huh.
So there's one set of numbers for doing arithmetic,
Yeah.
or you refer to dates and times, right?
Yeah.
It has a second set of numbers that is just for counting people,
Uh-huh.
and a third set for counting animals.
Huh.
And the beginning of the word can change with the grammar. So the word for woman, again, according to the internet, and I may be pronouncing this wrong, but the word for woman is either bayan or yayan or mayan. Vayan or mayan, depending on whether there is a possessive pronoun like my, your, his, right? Or whether there's certain prepositions around. So basically, most of the languages that you learn, people are required to learn different word endings,
Yeah.
but not different word beginnings. And if you want to learn Irish, you get to learn both.
Uh-huh.
It only has 11 irregular verbs, though, and English has like more than 80 in common language, so that's difficult.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I'm given to understand that it is possible, but it's not easy, to travel around all through Ireland speaking only Irish.
Oh.
Because a guy did it and made a little documentary of it that's on YouTube. He said it was very difficult and he got thrown out of stores and different things because he refused to speak in English, even though he could. It was all in Irish. And he refused to acknowledge that he understood English.
Huh.
But having said all of that, I think it's actually kind of pretty to listen to it. And so, sorry for me mangling again. Here is Buachaill an Eirne.
And as usual, I have to stop it right there due to the fair use rules on YouTube. If you haven't already, please subscribe. You can check us out on Facebook or head over to our website, which is songology.ca. Now, here's your chance to listen to the music or go on to the next episode.